Hey gamers, Torrance here, also known as Hudson Xero, and you are going to be experiencing the most awesome game show on the face of this planet. Oh, well, maybe not on the face of this planet, but at least in, my home state of New York. Team SAikyo TV. Well, Team SAikyo TV is something that me and my friends kind of came up with because we wanted to put the hardcore gamers aspect on the video game world. Personal note, I like to say that I've been a gamer for a very long time. I guess ever since I was 5 years old. My first video game system was the Atari 2600. I had about 50 games for that. I used to play it every single evening. For games like Asteroids and Breakout, and always flip my score about 5 or 6 times in Asteroids. But then, as games get better, I used to go to the arcade, play games like Contra, Double Dragon, and a couple of pinball games at my local pizzeria. You see, video games is actually a huge part of my life, and now that video games is starting to become the mainstream per se, we thought that, hey, why not go into it and get kind of deep down into it, because right now, as we're seeing games getting more sophisticated and more money is starting to get drawn into these games, companies are starting to get desperate, and they're starting to try to tap into the movie arena, so to speak. So games are getting more sophisticated. There's more cinemas, there's more voice actors. Voice actors that like Samuel L. Jackson and Kevin Spacey. All these actors are starting to do voice acting for these games. So now the budgets are actually going into the millions. Games like Mass Effect, and games like Lost Odyssey, and games like Metal Gear Solid 4, which is coming out in June. I think that we wanted to base some criticism on some of these great games, because gamers just don't know what's really going on. So we thought it's our duty as regular gamers, average Joes, to go into the game industry and kind of tell you our point of view. We tell you what's going on in the video